Hello everybody, I'm Jake, and the first piece we'll be playing is Prismatic Light by Alan Furley.
Lovely. Good afternoon, everyone. Nice to see so many of you. Thanks very much for coming. Our next piece is Star Lake, a fantastic march written by Eric Ball. I didn't think we could have a brass band concert without a march, so I thought, well, why not choose my favourite march? So this is purely for me. This is Eric Ball's Star Lake. It's a great march, isn't it? Yeah? Fantastic. Glad you enjoyed that one. Good. We're going to calm things down a little bit now, something a little slower, something a little softer. This is a wonderful setting by Kenneth Downey. This is In Perfect Peace. Thank you very much. Beautiful music. Beautiful music. Kenneth Downey. This morning when we started at 10 a.m, I asked for a show of hands as we were going through each of the pieces. I asked for a show of hands. Who's seen this piece before? Maybe one or two hands went up. Okay, fair enough. Went on to the next piece. Who's seen this one before? Maybe one hand. Okay. Got to this piece. No hands. Oh, okay. Right. So, this group have done absolutely brilliantly. They hadn't seen any of this music, really, before we started today. We haven't had parts sent out or anything. People haven't been secretly practicing at home. We have started from scratch today. So, they have done brilliantly to learn every note of music that we are performing for you this afternoon. Now, the next piece we're going to play is called Neverland by Christopher Bond. And it's actually a test piece. So brass bands will get together every now and then and have a little competition, and someone sits in a tent and decides who's the winner. It's not everyone's cup of tea, contesting. I change my mind on it. Sometimes I love contesting, sometimes I don't. Lots of players here will have contested in the past with different bands. Lots of players here won't have contested with the bands. But I decided today, we had a little chat, and we thought actually we ought to put on a test piece. Not necessarily because we want to go and do a competition as this band, but actually, as the name suggests, it's quite a challenging work. So this has been a real challenge for us to get together. Chris Bond's Neverland. It was used for a 4-section test piece for the regional championships in 2020. But I think what actually makes a good test piece is not only does it challenge players and conductors, but actually it stands up really well as a concert work. So if I had not told you that this was a test piece, I could have just said, we're now going to play Neverland in 3 movements by Chris Bond. And you think, oh, actually, that's a really nice piece. It works really well. And yeah, it does. It stands up on its own as a fantastic concert piece, but it's also a test piece as well. Do excuse me wittering on. I'm just desperately trying to give these guys a bit of a rest. really hard, so I thought I need to give them a little bit of a breather before we go on to this. So, there's 3 movements in this piece. The first movement is entitled Journey to Neverland, and then a little bit later, the music slows down a little, and we have the second movement entitled The Windows That Closed, and then we speed up again for a triumphant finish, which is called Aboard the Pirate Ship. So, 3 movements to Christopher Bond's Neverland. Is everyone well rested now? glad you enjoyed it. I'm going to go and hide at the back again.
Yeah.
Right, I hope you enjoyed that. Great, yeah. Wasn't it? To finish off with, we've got an oldie but a goodie. Everyone knows it. It's the bare necessities.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much once again for coming. Thank you very much to Lyme Regis Town Council, to Charmouth Parish Council, to all of our supporters. We really, really appreciate you being here. We've been the Jurassic Coast massed band of 4 different counties. We've really enjoyed playing for you. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming. Let's give the band a massive round of applause.